Now,
Again, it's the same as
104.
last time,
It's
so
hotter. It's 2 degrees hotter. I'm with Alan again. We're stuck here in America. This is the American thing tonight. Well, if you're wondering, but why are we here again? It's because of 2 races. If you're also wondering, probably why I'm really happy, because today is my 1 year anniversary. So, woo! Explosions and fireworks and bunny rabbits everywhere. Joining
the
us in
overhyped.
this race, Red, SRC, Madman, Tasuki, Thunderhead, Daniel, Jezza, Solo, Joe, Id, Hi, Razy, Dan, and that is it for the race today. And of course, joining me in this comrade box is the fabulous Alan, who's back again in, like I
Thank
said, in the middle of the brilliant, brilliant hot place, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it's brilliant, but we are in a hot place here in Sonoma, California, the wine country, as they like to call it. And again, like you said, second time we're racing here this week with the GT class. I remember last week earlier this week we came here, and if I'm correct, Kashit won that race. Not sure if he's racing today.
No, but he
Is
is
it a
not
whole
racing
different
today. It is,
class?
yeah, it's Group B.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully we can see a much more exciting race. As last time he just pulled away, and something I'm noticing is I don't know why, but when we were watching Group A, there was a bunch of BMWs and a rough, and now there's one BMW, but it's a different class. I see a Cadillac, I see one BMW, and a bunch of Aston Martins and Corvettes. I'm not sure if they're getting assigned cars in Group B, but that's just something I've noticed.
Yeah, indeed, we do have a lot of different cars. BMWs, a few Cadillacs, a load of Mercedes, Aston Martin, Bentleys, all of them today, and it's going to make it for an exciting race.
Yeah, the Bentley actually surprised me. I've never even seen that car before on for GTs, so quite interesting.
It is going to be absolutely interesting, isn't it, to see who is going to come out on pole position and who's going to win this race as well. Of course, as I try and find the stream for my phone, because as per usual, finding it on my phone is the most impossible thing ever.
Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whew. There's a car on the racing line coming out of the pits. He stalled it. The SRC 68. Now he's
Yeah,
rolling backwards.
that is
He
very,
was on the racing
very
line,
dangerous.
and he's rolling back in the pits. I'm not sure if he's going to get disqualified unless if he comes back. He might get disqualified here. Oh,
It'll automatically slow. I mean, he's reset, so there's a problem. Then hello to Nico in the chat. So I've now got on my beautiful, beautiful phone here for my 1 year of commentary edition. So Daniel in the beautiful, beautiful Mercedes. Not it is the Aston Martin. Well, it was the Aston Martin until he spun up the hill. He is currently the quickest. It forgets second. Man Sam is third. Hijacker Sweden is fourth. Razy back again. I haven't seen him in a while. Is fifth in that good old Bentley Continental GT now. Joe Black is sixth. Alan is just there in the middle of the pack. Red 15 is going to oust that. Let's see. He is the man who has been on top of this championship this entire time. He has been winning quite a lot of the races, apparently. Let's see what he can do as he comes to the line. Is he going to go quickest? I expect it will be. The answer to that is yes, he does by 0.6 of a second.
only what is it? 7 cars. 7 cars have set a lap so far. And I remember mentioning last time the lap. So we're dipping into the 128, and this time at this time a 131.5. Hold on, I'm gonna shut my window.
Yeah,
Doing
well,
construction outside. Yeah.
indeed.
So like I said, the time that they have right now is a 131.5. Meanwhile, in seventh or now eighth place now, a 133.9. So only 2 seconds separated, a little bit more added on, but hopefully by the end of qualifying, hopefully the times dip into the 128s, 129s as they did last time.
Indeed, currently last man set time is actually Dan Z, and then it's Joe Black, the oldest driver in Gavra Racing at a combined age, well, at just a singular age of 61 years old. The oldest driver in
Very
Gavra,
interesting.
and already a Grand Prix winner. It really does go to show age does not matter, especially if you're a 79-year-old who drove a Formula 1 car earlier this week. As
Yeah, I saw that.
boy, oh
Driving the
boy,
run out.
that was incredible. As we look at Jezza and the old green BMW, the old Speed 8 livery car as well. Very, very incredible. So someone's going to be happy. They've got
Red
their
is off the
bendings.
track.
Red,
Red
right.
spun off the track.
Ah, yeah, that is towards the last corner. That is issues there, isn't it? Spinning that.
Yeah. Looks like TSUK and the Cadillac goes second quickest, knocked down Red as he spun out. And that lap he put in was a 1:31.5. That's really, really close. That's actually, it's still a .559. His is a 5.52, the provisional pole sitter. So that'd be a 7,000 difference. As now, actually no, Madman gets a fastest time of 1:37.
Indeed, up front, extremely close. Tsuki is third place. Lee's top guy. Does it forget going to cut that back down? I don't think so. Does he, though? No, he does not. He is second place, it forgets. So, very good actually for Madman Sam. I haven't seen him actually for a while being up front. But today he is flying in the McLaren there. What is it, the only McLaren we've got here? You believe it is? I think it is, you know, the McLaren.
Yeah, I think that's the only McLaren. Yeah, it's only McLaren.
Now that really does show you, doesn't it, McLaren? The only McLaren here, of course, we haven't got any BMWs either, so that really does go to show the verity of this season.
22 minutes remaining, and last time we talked about the times, there were eight people who set times. Now it's gone all the way up to 11 out of 15 people in the session. Our commentators decided to go down to 13. So it only seems that two people really need to set a time, I believe. Yeah, if I do my math correctly. And the lowest time.
Set one.
And Dan, actually no, Dan already set the time. Yeah, SRC. Okay. Yeah, the lowest time is 1:37.4 by Dan, and at the top a 1:29.9. So Red was able to dip back down, get an even faster time in the 1:29s. And again, many drivers have been capable of getting 1:29s, even 1:28s. So again, we're expecting a lot more. There's 21 minutes left in qualifying, and after that, I believe a 5-minute warm-up.
Yep, you are.
Another race.
There.
Okay.
And then the race. It's going to be a long haul race. Of course, my PlayStation's been buggering around for the last 15 minutes, and since we get into the lobby, it's been making very loud buzzing noises. So if it does cut off, apologies.
Yeah, I mean your PS4 also had NAT type with mine. It usually happens with everyone, but
yeah, mine never. Having a NAT type issue never happens with me.
Yeah.
So. And normally when it does that, normally in the case, some problem's going to happen immediately with me, which is never good, you know. But we'll move on. The temperature 104 Fahrenheit, which is about coming up to 37 degrees.
40.
Almost.
It was the same temperature last time, and I looked it up.
Oh, yeah, so the same temperature then. I can't think you can get any hotter around here.
I mean, it's over the last couple of weeks, it's been 110, 120 degrees, so almost 50, I believe. I don't know.
SRC gone. He's left the session, so we may have issues. As Madman Sammy, where is he doing? He has gone off at turn number
rolling down the hill.
On the grass. That McLaren looking very unhealthy there. On the grass, down the hill he is. Now, what's happened there then for him to go off there? He's getting hit
kind of odd, as Red exited the pits. All I saw was a car behind him in times, just rolling down the hills ever so slightly, and into the tire barrier he went.
Yep, and back to the pit lane, so whatever that issues was there, we do not know. I think Id Forget has spun somewhere, maybe not. There he is, coming up the hill. Camera angle not really behaving as we would expect. Looking through the field there, we've got Red, Madman, Id Forget, Tsuki, Solo. Daniel, hijacker of Sweden, is in 7th place. Jezza, a fine 8th. Razy 9th. And Joe Black 10th. Thunderhead is 11th. And Dance is 12th and last on the track. 7.4 seconds behind those leading packs.
Yeah. As it looks like Fred's the only one to dip down to the 129s. Again, talk about that. Madman got a 133. I mean, I look at the times, and usually they're separated by a couple seconds. As one car went off, that was Thunder, and 11th place still off the track, letting by the faster cars.
Yeah, that's the long left-hander down the hill. My computer needs to do an update. I'm just ignore that.
Looks like everyone has set a lap so far, and the slowest is 137 by Dan. Fastest was 129, so that's separated by around 8 seconds. Crosses the line. Red will not improve that lap.
Indeed, it is incredible, this race. It's going to be a crucial race for some drivers, isn't it? It's going to be a good one to see who's going to be ahead of these two up front. Madman and Red have been fighting each other all season long. They're very competitive, these two together on the circuit as well.
As we're looking at a couple other cars, nobody's off this time. I thought every time I have a talking roll, someone usually spins off the circuit, but everyone is clean this time, luckily. Who is the person that disconnected? Because keeps lagging on my screen, so there's a 15th person. Okay, SRC. Yeah, he didn't even set a lap yet. So, oh, and I jinxed it. Thunder's off again, and this time way off, and to the tire barrier, and he's back in the pits.
Yep, so you have well and truly cast that one today.
If we're good at jinxing things, why don't we say we hope that there's probably going to be a boring race today, and then hopefully they respond with something. Hopefully they respond with something.
And that's always the best. Something there. We want the best races to happen, and hopefully it does.
Your mic is chopping up.
Is it?
Yeah, I was chopping up for a second as SRC joined back.
And that doesn't sound very promising, does it?
So, we were going to talk. I'm not sure if I told you this, but I was reading an article yesterday on why Lewis Hamilton didn't go to Trafalgar Square, why the F1 Live thing, that presentation they did on Wednesday.
Apparently he was at a children's hospital.
He was?
Though he said he was also, but then he said he was on holiday in Greece.
Yeah. I read an article saying that the real reason why is because Toto Wolff went to Sebastian Vettel's birthday party. Hamilton didn't like that and decided not to show up. That's what I read, and there were pictures of Toto Wolff at the party, so there was proof. But
oh, if that is true,
quite interesting.
Very silly, then, isn't it?
Yeah, very silly. I've lost a lot of respect for Hamilton unless it's something else. As Crazy Reel goes off track, heading down one of the braking marker signs.
Yeah. Still
on the third. I mean, yeah, it looks like two drivers have dipped down to the 129s. That is Madman, a 129.4. Separates himself from Red by 1/10 as he was able to improve to a 129.5.
Indeed, absolutely pushing like hell there, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, last qualifying session, people were able to get into the 129s within the last 5 minutes, and it was tough for them to dip down the 128s. I mean, everyone was struggling until the final couple of minutes where people were getting in better and better times. Now, I mean, we're halfway through qualifying, and they're already in the 129, so I think we'll see a faster race today.
Yep. I believe we may see a faster race, though we are starting a little while later than we did before, which is always fun for me. Because that means I'll probably go into almost 10:30 this time. Which is also going to be very fun.
Nah.
Anyway, at least I'm here commentating on my 1 year anniversary in front of all of you amazing people out there. You're
Yep.
the reason I am
Happy
here.
to happy to be alongside Evil for this.
Yep, you are indeed. We just passed 100 subs recently as well. We're now, I think, closing up towards 115, I think. 103 subscribers now, so we're going steadily up a bit by bit each time.
103, 115, same thing.
Yep, hopefully we can perhaps reach a magical number of perhaps 150 by the end of the summer. That could be an ideal goal to try and get to. Indeed, it would be amazing if we do.
I was also reading something 2 hours ago. Apparently, Valtteri Bottas will have a gearbox grid penalty change. So
yeah, he will be having a gearbox change. So that his race pretty much going to be down quite far.
Yeah. Interesting. But... And this is something funny I found. I was reading. It says Ocon admits to blocking Perez fans on Twitter. That's lovely. I thought that's pretty funny because obviously the last few races they've scuffled in Canada and Azerbaijan. I mean, they stayed away from each other in Austria, but all the Sergio Perez fans were going at it on Ocon because of the Baku incident, and it's sad because Ocon actually had to block them on Twitter.
Yeah, because of the hate.
Yeah.
Well, Razy is in third, so he's done magic in that car. Really lost someone, yeah. SRC is disconnected, was rejoined again.
Mm-hmm.
So he's having absolutely no luck today, is he?
Yeah.
Yep, if you're wondering for certain things, of course, something important coming up on the 16th of October is GT Sport's release date, though I'm not getting it because I don't like GT Sport.
So then why did you announce it?
Just in case you wanted to know about GT Sport.
Just in case. Okay.
If you were curious about that game, it comes out after F1, it comes out after GT Sport, I meant Project Cars. 2, should you say, not 1. So, you know, not looking very promising as we look at Daniel going past one of the cars. So he's driving the GTE car. Incredible little machine indeed that is, of course. Having a different engine, it's the V8 unlike the V12s which the Aston Martin Vantage GT3 just runs. It runs the V12 instead of that a little more purring V8, I'd say. It's quite a nice sound. It's a very audible difference, but no one beats the V12 sound, do they?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Definitely. I mean, I'm looking at the times, they've gotten a lot closer in qualifying. Looking at Racy, I mean, the front two were really close, only 10th difference, but everyone from third on back, they're quite a ways away from the top two, but even from third to fourth, that is only a 10th. Then fourth to, was it fifth? Yeah, that's only a couple tenths. I mean, it's close. I think the top two, it's going to be between Madman and Red for the race. I really feel like we're going to have a battle for the lead between these two, unless, and maybe they could force each other in a mistake, and possibly Racy could take advantage of it, maybe anyone from that backpack, but right now, I really feel like it's going to be a two-car race between Madman and Red, unless someone else can show them that they're faster. But
indeed, it could be very much that indeed. Well, Razy and Tsuki there, of course, now I think rivals actually, because Razy has left Cadillac now and joined the Bentley team, so he's gone off in different adventures, and the other massive car then, he's driving the Bentley Continental GT3, unlike he was driving the Cadillac ATS VR in the previous races. So he has switched, and I believe that's allowed Tsuki now to take a full-time partnership with Dan in that Cadillac then. So that's going to be crucial to see what's going to be going on there. It's going to be interesting to see what Razy can do in that Bentley then. He is third position there, but 1.3 seconds behind these top two. Red has improved his time there a little bit there. He's improved by a few hundredths of a second now, puts him to just over a tenth ahead of Madman Sam.
Yeah, again, it's really surprising looking at it because the top two are setting times even faster, and I mean, Red is also in the 129s with 8 minutes remaining. So is Madman, but other than that, I mean, 130's on behind, and they're, I mean, again, off the pace. I mean, I know Razy can set faster times than that. I know he can actually challenge for second if possible, but right now, he doesn't really have the car to do it. I mean, he made a couple mistakes throughout a couple corners, and that costed him. But obviously, he's gonna have to come back stronger this lap. Maybe even this lap he's on right now. But he's gonna have to get a clean lap and to at least come close to second place.
He is indeed. He crossed the line, and we're going right on board with the New Zealander then up the hill into the right-hander. Hard, tricky corner it is. Blind there, loses the rear end a little tiny bit then, dipping down one of the tracks that very quite low on elevation. Up the hill they go again into the other right-hander. Quite a lot of blind corners, and back down the hill again, and then it's all the way down here to the bottom of the track. Continuing down then, dips down a bit more then, and then starts to rise, I guess, back up again. As it can't rise downwards, well it can, but then we go back downwards then into this little hill there. Easy to lose it on the brakes there, up that little section. It's really easy to unset the car. Continuing down the left hand then. Then again, you start to rise up a little bit more then into this little section where you can run extremely wide here. Expect to see these drivers to be running very much as wide as possible. Well, Razy's keeping it well within track limits there actually, so good on New Zealand. Then you're continuing down the hill then to the lowest point on the track nearly. We'll keep going down all the way down there, going hard right then, keeping turning right, and then going back left a little more then, down into this last little section here then. Then you got that lovely little right-hander, and then it's down to that last little corner then, and they'll be coming across the line. Into the last corner they come. Well, he will come then, and let's see, he's a 23, so it's about a second off. Might improve him, and Red, his Madman Sam's gone quickest by 8 thousandths of a second there. What can Red do? He is quicker in that first sector, and I think he's quicker in the second. Is he going to retake pole position? I think, boy oh boy, can he do it? The answer of that is no! He's just 300ths! 300ths of a second! 3,000 should we say, not 300.
Yeah, 3,000.
Blimey, that is incredibly close.
He improved his lap, but obviously wasn't able to improve his position. 3,000ths of a second. He must be fuming, and Red was crossing his fingers. And you got away this time, but Madman's gonna have to set an even faster time knowing how fast Red is.
Indeed, all that. He's only got a few more times to set that incredible lap plan, so blimey, that's close. So that, I think, is the second closest finish, if it stays like it is right now. The closest finish we've ever had in a qualification has been closer. Much closer. Cast our mind back a few weeks to Formula C. Round San Marino. The two Ferrari boys selling the exact same time to the 1,000th of a second.
Wow. In all my league racing career, I've only seen that happen once, and that was during a fastest lap, or two drivers at the exact same time. As he comes to the line, does not improve, but like I was saying, they set the fastest time in fastest laps. The problem was, the bonus points were given out for fastest lap as Madman spins, and the problem with this was both of them got the fastest lap, and they had to reward points for both of them. They couldn't choose because the laps were the exact same.
It would be the one who said it first.
I think they set on the same lap. Because there's only one lap of dries, and they both set on the...
Yeah, we're the one who crossed the line first anyway, so that would have gone to that one then. As Razy goes to the track, Red has gone off the track roughly the same place as Mama Sam is off as well. So they've only got a few minutes to go here in quali until they cross the checkered flag for the end of it, and then we have another 5 minutes, and then we can get into the race. So I'm going to go for a quick drink whilst you carry on. Right, I'll sell it to Red 15. If he spins whilst I'm gone, then, well, curse it all.
He usually likes to put the camera on someone that he believes will not spin, but he always puts it on the guy who is running second, and usually he spins out most of the time. I don't think he will this time, but we'll see. He needs to improve his time. He needs to improve by at least 3 thousandths of a second. Where he's gonna get that time, I don't know, but I think he gained a lot there. So going onto the brakes, runs it wide, but he's gonna get the momentum off the hairpin. Here we go. Final corner, right up ahead. It's a little left kink, a little tire wall to run up to the line. Does not improve, as he's still 3 tenths behind Madman, who just entered the track again. Oh, and runs wide. And okay, he will go to the pits. But right now I'm watching Madman, and I cannot control what Evil does. So right now we're watching Madman back out on track with 3 minutes remaining. I don't think Red's gonna go back out for another minute. He's gonna have to go back out if he wants to get in a good lap again, but we'll see. Almost a little less than 3 minutes remaining, and a couple other drivers trying to get in faster laps. Look at Razy and look at TSUKI. They're a 10th difference, a little bit more than a 10th. So 0.729, that's 0.847, so a little more than a 10th. And he's trying to improve on his time. Gonna get momentum through the corner as he runs it a little bit wide. Back in Riley Auto Parts area. Through the S's now. As Madman is on my screen, it said he improved his time, but run up to the line. And that lap will remain in the hairpin, I do believe. TSUKI, the 47 Cadillac. Round the final corner and run up to the line. Hopefully he can get third. And I think no, will not. He was close on his time. Really, really close. As it actually got cooler. It's now 102 degrees. So I believe that's 39 Celsius. Still very, very hot. In the blistering heat in Sonoma, California. Or in the wine country, as they like to call it. 1.5 minutes remaining. I think Red is going to call it quits if he stays out. Yep, he's going to stay in. And that's it. Red's going to have be at least second place. Or at most second place, I mean. And Madman, you know, I would just retire. No one really can challenge you. And right now, Red is done. Even if he goes out now, he's not going to set a lap. Or he's not going to set a competitive lap. Over the curb he goes, loses the back end as Madman. Right on the rumble strip and a good exit. Hit taps the wall. I think that's going to ruin his lap. Oh no, he hit the tire barrier. And the left kink coming up to line. Madman now going backwards on the hairpin with 30 seconds remaining. Oh, that is tragic. Is now TSUKI. We're up to the line. Hopefully he does not do any. Doesn't to the line. He gets still fourth place. That's going to be it. Will not be able to improve. Madman, what were you doing? He thought he could improve. And ID forgets, spins into the outside tire barrier. So that is it. And hopefully Evil comes back as he needs to retire. Okay, oh yeah, I forgot we have a warm-up. So he got lucky, in my opinion. So that is qualifying. 3 thousandths of a second separate Madman and Red for the pole position. So SRC is able to stay in the lobby, and this time he's driving the Aston Martin. Yeah, he still was driving the Aston Martin. Love that livery. Really do. Mixture of white and bright, bright blue. So, as we saw a couple other cars go out on track. Really, I don't. What I'm told is that drivers don't really practice laps here. They don't. What they'll do is just usually go around practice starts. They'll slam on the brakes, try and get a good start, something like that. Try and get a good running start. One car off the track. That's the Mercedes. Is it the Mercedes? Yes, it is. No, it's not Joe Black, so it has to be the Mercedes. If he's on track, I don't see him on track. There he is, Thunder. Let's try to find Thunder. So really, the warm-up is for drivers who are just trying to get used to the track in general, trying to remember some certain corners as they were not able to find in qualifying, trying to, basically just get used to the track and maybe go out with a teammate and be side by side with someone, trying to put on a pass, maybe, again, testing out the tires, again, test out the car and the limits as Thunder is side by side, trying to test his limits, seeing what he can do here. So he knows now he can be able to do that in the race safely. As 3 minutes remaining already, it's back up to 104 degrees, so 104 degrees, 30, 40, I don't know, 30 Celsius. I was trying to remember, I know it was a 0 at the end. But as of right now, I think it's just gonna stay as it is. The temperature, it'll stay as it is. Whoa, and Thunder runs wide. Off the track, he gets back on. Again, I think the thing that's gonna be tricky with this start is not only trying to have a clean double file start, is trying to stay on track and not get pushed off by others in turns 2 and 3. But we'll see. Hopefully they'll be able to keep it clean. As we have 2 minutes now remaining of the qualifying session. Or not qualifying, warm up. I keep thinking this is qualifying, and I honestly don't want to treat it like it, but so yeah, again, my predictions, if you're going to ask me, I honestly think the top 2 qualifying starters will win the race. That is just a safe bet. Safe bet. But if you're asking me individually who should win, I honestly think I'm putting my money on Red. Red has a good shot. He really does. He was showing a lot of speed, and despite qualifying behind Madman by 0.03 of a second, I honestly do feel like if they're that close, they're going to be racing side by side. And I've seen a lot more consistency from Red in the past. So I won't be surprised if you see him in the winner's circle today or on the top step podium. But also, for information, I will not be here next week. I will be in vacation, so you'll still have Evil, but I will not be here for the next week. As again, I have vacation, so it's always weird because I always come in for commentaries whenever it's GT. I always wanted to do Formula C, and I haven't even been able to do that. I've done Formula Rookie, to be honest, for Academy. But for right now, I have not done Formula C as SRC runs it wide in the hairpin, the Aston Martin. Looks like his rear end is busted up. So a couple times I think he went off track. Had a couple problems, but up the track. Oh, that's a very interesting racing line. I mean, if you saw SRC, he dove to the inside and hopped over the first curb. And I think Evil's back. Please tell me he's back, and he's back.
Mm-mm.
Oh. Yep, you're back. Yep, we came back just in time because that's the end of warm-up.
Perfect timing.
Huh?
Well, with only a few seconds to go. Dive pumped done by Evil and Alan, and it is time to grab your popcorn. As I finish eating my biscuit.
Is that really what you left for, to get your biscuit?
Yeah, I just got a massive biscuit. Those 5 lights. Come on, and it is lights out, and away we go. Someone has jumped the start, I think, nearly. Oh, it's almighty carnage. It's all gone wrong. There's been a huge accident.
Whoa. Woo.
There's about 4 cars stuck on the grid. They'll have to stop the race. You'd thought someone, there's like, that's just carnage. Everyone's off.
Yes,
Sweden's off.
One
so.
car stopped. Revving up the engine, actually. But,
so everyone down from 7th has had an accident.
As SRC runs by this, he's gonna give the position to Jezza. Was it Jezza? Yeah, it was Jezza. As he runs by it again, he gives this next position to Joe Black.
Stuckey is stuck on that start line, so that is a tragic accident that's happened here then. Oh, as that is Joe Black has gone off up the hill. Yep, so Mutt's Khan is going on. Up front it is Madman Sam leading red.
I wonder what they're gonna do. He's gonna be right in the middle of the racing line, so obviously they're gonna have to find a way around.
Yeah, but it is a shade, Suki. Down at the back of that. Yes, now you are very quiet.
Yeah.
Well, these two are going to come up. Is Suzuki still there?
Yeah. Not moving at all. It's going to be very interesting. The McLaren and the Corvette. I wonder what they're going to have to do to avoid.
They're going to run straight into. They're going to run straight in. That's, oh my god! How they avoided that, we don't know. Someone's going to hit. They've got to stop the race. Red. They'll have to stop that race. Surely now. That is a danger. What's out, Hijacker Sweden? What's out? Oh, they're going to all avoid us.
They're going to go too wide. They almost bang.
Yeah, and now,
close. And,
yep. She has left. She has disconnected. So that is the bet. That is the perfect situation here. Yes, it's been everything but Hijacker Sweden, but that is a seriously dangerous situation.
Imagine if they got collected. That would have. They would have had to restart the race then, or at least do something. We're lucky nobody hit the car.
Yeah, we are very fortunate this field was not as packed up as it was. Drama on the opening lap of this race.
Yeah, I was telling the viewers when you left that the first lap is going to be crucial because if you stay with the front two on the straights, I mean, you'll be able to battle with them a little bit, but obviously they're so much faster and they're very close. Looks like red is all over Madman's rear, but again, they're going to be too wide entering turns 2 and 3 where people usually get hit off. So
down
again,
the inside, he's looking. Not looking. He's gonna look. He's gonna pinch. He's gonna pinch. He's losing the rear. Now he's just very close there, trying to force a mistake there. Brilliant bit of driving there. He's hit the wall actually down the straight. That's how hard he's pushing. Yep. Razy is dropping back like an absolute rock.
Defending the inside this time is Madman getting hit again, almost to the rumble strip, and this time he'll be able to hang on the lead, extend that gap a little bit more. But again, turns 2 and 3 were crucial at the start. Again, I mean, it wasn't that crucial since there was an incident before turn 1. But obviously, I don't know how they were able to spin out there. I think someone just didn't go. I think that was the person who was stalled at the line. You know, got pushed into the wall. Yeah.
And then
that caused all that, which was very unfortunate. Cost a couple people's races.
It was either a major disconnection from her, or she just wasn't there. It happens occasionally. It's happened a few times already, so that is a serious problem for her championship then. And if she's even going to carry on, that could be serious repercussions for not even being there. Though we cannot assume what's happened there until we figure out what's going on. So we'll hopefully figure that out in due course. Red running a bit wide down the hill there. He's seeing behind Madman Sam, his fellow friend and rival in the McLaren. So McLaren leads Corvette. And they're close again. These two are very close. They come into the braking zone again. Oh, very close. Almost hit the back of them again.
They hit this time.
And so these two are going to end up wiping each other off the circuit.
This is remarkable. Just watching these two race. Very similar on pace. And they're giving all it has. With, what, 39 laps to go? We started with 42.
Indeed, he's having a look
Blocking
up
one
the
lane,
inside.
goes to the inside this time.
Oh, he's going to lose.
Oh,
How did he save that one there?
lost the
Riding on
back end,
board.
but saved it.
And catching it somehow there as they come down the hill. These two very close together. Lap 4 of 42. My PlayStation's making very loud buzzing noises again. I don't like that noise. But we'll carry on like nothing's happened.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to say, stay right behind, leader. Find a time to make a pass instead of lunging it into a corner. Maybe do the crossover. I don't know. I was thinking look to the inside and maybe at least hold it a little bit, but yeah, stay behind. Look for the right time to create an overtake as we go down the S's, over the curbs.
Indeed.
Lost some time.
Ricardo Lopez is absolutely fuming there. He seems to he's had a black screen somewhere, so problems there. Now, I don't know who exactly that one is. He's gone. Meanwhile, up front, these two extremely close again. They have not been so close for a long time, actually. He's actually, I think, having a run up the hill. Is he going to try up the inside into someone? Surely he'll get cut off there. He won't do it there, surely. No, he backs out of it. Has to. He's forced to back out there. He'll end up causing almighty collision.
Yeah. Something very surprising. I think we already have lap traffic. Not exactly sure.
Nope, again, having a look up the inside. Nearest car is, of course, right down the back, of course, of SLC, who's right down the back so far. There's currently coming through the last corners, those two are, whilst these two up the front, already coming up. We've got a bit of a train going on for 4th, 5th and 6th starting to happen as well.
Huh?
Have a look up in a little while if these two don't continue to get as far close as they are.
Way too close. Some corners way too close, to be completely honest, but all over the back. Red gaining a lot of time through this time.
He's gonna have a look here.
He's gonna have to look.
Does he look? Does he
he's gonna have the inside. Is he gonna back up? He backs off.
Yeah, he's forced to back off. Gets on the curb. Gets on the curb as well.
I would have waited for the hairpin, but he's gonna try to look to the outside. Maybe a crossover. Maybe.
Almost
he hits the back end.
Again.
That messes him up.
Might have tapped there. May have actually tapped. Forces him to get a bit of wiggle on the exit, so problems then. And he's closing. Can he get a move on around the outside, up the inside of this corner? He's just not close enough.
Look to the inside this time. He may run it wide. No, I'd say he had the inside throughout that whole entire corner. I thought he was gonna run wide. Broke early. He was about to hit the back end. The McLaren driver of Madman.
Indeed, these two are extremely close. This is incredible racing for your front two of the championship and the front two this season. Again, having a bit of a Lonsler, having a look. Red always late on their brakes here. Lap 6 of 37.
This time he's gonna have to get to the inside. He blocks the inside. He's gonna go back down to the outside.
Is he gonna go on the outside? He is gonna go on the outside. Can he do it? He loses it. Spin. Does he keep it? Yes, he does. Oh, blimey, that was incredible car control. Then further down, here is Dan having a look up the inside of Daniel here. So the two Ds going together down the back.
About to say, calm down, Murray Walk. Whew.
Now this is incredible racing here. The race around America. As per usual, the Americas give us the race we always want. Formula C, we had a classic battle for the race after carnage and controversy. Today we're having more controversy.
Dan's run wide.
Indeed, he has. Red is dropping now quite a lot, and since that spin.
This time I don't think anyone else will be battling. That was really, really close, and such a bummer it had to happen like that with Red. He was so close and just lost the back, and he almost actually hit that tire barrier sticking out there. I believe it or not, but
So Litius in there, as I see right on the back. So Litius is someone who got a podium a few times back, I think. He's been doing very well. He's now right down the back after all that problems.
Yeah. Right now, I have to look, because I remember there was one group of cars I saw battling, but yeah, it's actually Thunder and Joe, but Joe was actually able to pull away. I think Thunder made a mistake as they go up the hill now. Nothing going on.
Well,
So,
indeed, as we just fly through up and down the field. So Joe Black in, so the two Mercedes Thunderhead on Joe together, near each other. That'll be interesting to see what they can do. Now, is he catching again? It's only 3.3, so Red is catching. He's well, he's massively catching actually. He's almost a second quicker lap alone.
yeah.
To answer my question, is he catching? Yes, he very much is catching.
Now, something that surprises me is that Madman and Red were able to qualify.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. You've got a car off into the last corner there. Someone has hit the wall. Huge. That is Razy.
Oh,
he's in the wall.
Oh, gets hit.
He's out.
Got hit
he
by
is
Dan.
Out. Dan
is a white Bentley.
Yeah, that is Razy. That's a problem there. Dan is in the pit lane there, so that is a huge impact there. He's gone off in a very acute angle there, and I hope he is okay. That is a horrible impact, the angle he hit.
That is, again, I think that's the second retirement we've had this race. If I'm correct,
Yep.
obviously the one with the beginning.
Yep, Tsuki, of course, he I believe had a PlayStation issue.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see actually for Tsuki what actually happened to her, because he had an absolutely dreadful problem at the start of the race. We don't exactly know what happened. It'll be interesting to clear it up quite quickly. And we're now down to 10 drivers from the 13, so we've lost 3 drivers. Dan's out as well, so Dan's gone.
So that is a bummer. I mean, we were having a decent race so far with what 6, 7, 8 laps through, and we already had a couple of wrecks. We had a lot of great racing with the front two, but it's a bummer unless we see a mistake with Madman that these two will be able to battle again. But
Indeed, I can hear someone banging somewhere, so I don't know where it's coming from though. Wherever it is, never mind, we'll carry on. This is turning into an incredible race. 34 to go. We're on lap 9 out of 42, and your leader is Madman Sam. Second place in catching is Red. Third place is now Daniel. Fourth is It Forgets. Fifth is Jezza. Hijacker Sweden is 6th. Joe 7th. Thunderhead 8th. Solitius 9th. And SRC is 10th. Here looking at 9th and 8th place actually as we say that, and here is Solitius going to try and take 8th spot. He's going to go around the outside. I think your boy he is. Is he going to try? He's going to get squeezed off there. I think yes he is. He's not going to get through there very well. He actually gets a bad exit. Now let's see if he can go toe down to the first corner perhaps. Will be interesting to see. Actually it was right along. He's dropped quite a lot of time into that last corner actually. Dropped quite a bit. It was about 7-8 tenths quicker in the first sector alone. So this is incredible. He's having a look on the inside, and there's contact in turn 1, and that had to happen. He was too audacious, and it ended up in carnage and in tears there. And that is all what that happens in Motorsport. It always ends in tears, and today there's no exception. Madman Sam, meanwhile, leading this race just about by now. It's only going to be 1.5. It is 1.5 seconds, so these guys up the front doing incredible.
Looked very desperate there. He was oh, and he runs wide.
Yeah, that might be damage.
Runs wide. Yeah. Looked very desperate. I mean, now he'll get the 8th position, but he was tempted to go for 8th. He didn't care whether he made contact. He just wanted to make sure he could get through. He used his car as a bullet and just flew right through, and obviously got blocked for a while, but able to get at back 8th.
Yep, someone typing in saying they were in the wrong chat. Never mind, that can happen sometimes. Well, this is an incredible murder race, and boy oh boy, does it have the carnage.
Yeah, I don't know why, but this is a lot better race from compared to what was it? Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. We didn't see any of that on Tuesday. Everyone was calm and not trying to do stuff like what we just saw. And of course, the start was a little bit clean, besides the early scuffle. But
yep, that can happen sometime in motorsport. Well, like I once said, anything can happen in motorsport, and it usually does. And boy, oh boy, have we had a cracker today. It forgets is catching Daniel, whilst up front, these up two are catching together. So it's going to be V12 v V8. Well, it's not going to be if he does that, however. Almost hits the wall. So Daniel's absolutely got a rear end that's been absolutely destroyed. So something's happened to him in this race recently. Up front, these two are very close. Leads are very, very close. He's taken out 3 attempts in that first sector alone. I think he's going to have a look, you know, Alan.
yeah,
This is turning. Surely he's going to have a move soon coming up.
Stupid camera on Project Cars is glitching out. Hold on.
Yeah, it does that. That's why you normally press the square button.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So obviously it froze for a second, but I read all over Madman for the lead. He's having a look at the inside.
Can he get the car through? No. Brilliant dive. Has he got the car done?
He's
No,
gonna
he
have to hang
hasn't.
on, but I don't think he will. Woo.
Wow,
We're just
that
talking
was a
about
dive.
drivers having to calm down.
Blimey, that was incredible race there, and he's losing the rear on the exit. Boy, oh boy, is he trying so hard. Talk about lit on the brakes. We have nothing. That Corvette is flying. Surely is he going to have another look? He's going defensive. He knows not to cover that. He's going to try to go to the outside. Can he do it?
Come on,
No.
inside. Momentum, here we go, off the corner. All over the back of Madman. And now he knows he's going to have to go even more defensive. He tried to
go
move on
to
a
the
break
outside.
again.
He's
Now
going to
he's
have to
going
go
to
to the
block the
outside again.
middle
He's going to
lane.
get close. He
He
almost
can't pass
touched us
him
on
anywhere.
130, almost 130 miles an hour contact there. And he wriggles one way to the other. This is all brilliant up the front here. This is incredible stuff here up for your lead.
I mean, I've never seen that. I mean, look at Madman. I thought he'd know better not to move under braking, but he did move under braking in the second sector, but he did leave just enough room for Red to squeeze through. I believe he went on a little dirt to get by, but obviously he ran wide, and that was a corner not to do it. But this time, if he's able to stay on the back of Madman, this will be the turning point if he'll be able to get by him. 31 laps remaining, but for them, they'll act like it's the last 5 as he's all over.
Yeah, he's going to have a look. He's going to go to the outside. He's going to go to the outside. Can he do it? This is going to be incredible. Is he going to do it? I don't think so. Does he? Yes, he's behind Martin Lee. Fantastic stuff for your lead of your race. The 2 front runners absolutely nose to tail, hammer and tong here in America.
We knew they'd be close. We said that in qualifying. A 3,000th of a second difference, and this is what we get for racing. This is how close they are, and they're trying to get by each other every lap.
He's going to go to the inside. He's going to go to the inside. He's going to go
trying to block. He got to go back down to the outside.
Can he do it? Contact in the brakes. He's in the wall.
Oh, no! He hit the tire barrier. That's the problem with this game. Once you tap it, your car stops.
He is out. Surely out of the race. He is absolutely fuming after that one. That was a horrible accident there, and he cannot believe it. He cannot believe it. He is absolute shock of the race. He's going to go turn the car around. He's going to go back to the pit stop, I believe. What a carnage here. He's put himself in the pit, so that is absolute tragedy.
It might have been an okay thing to do. I mean, I'm not sure if he was planning on pitting or not, but obviously now I mean, hit the tire barrier, and it's going to be a tough one to recover, as Red pretty much has this thing won.
Yep, now
that was the only contender he had.
He was determined. A big turning point there. Well, that is incredible. He was determined to
get by. Took him a while, but he got by, and once he did, it wasn't enough room.
That is Red's fault. That is Vector. He is an established member here. So he's probably saw that. Now, the Vector, tell us in the chat, what do you think of that there? Because you are, of course, one of the stewards, and you've just seen that. So what's your opinion on that one? Moving under the braking zone. Now, I believe that might be a penalty.
Lapped car on the way with Red, but yeah, I didn't have a good angle on it at all. Just did like a side view, so I didn't really see where they moved. All I saw was that Badman's car just came to a dead halt because of the tire barrier, but
yeah, he's going to have to review it. So you can do that in the in that little group chat. Well, down in the comments, and you can go through and look at that. Well, that's turned this race upside down. After Red 15, I think inadvertently has taken out his nearest rival there, who is going to be absolutely furious at him right now. He's probably punching the steering wheel. He cannot believe his luck. He's been wiped out of contention. What does this mean? Jezza is in third place right now. So he's come out of absolutely nowhere in the Bentley. The number 85. Second place is Daniel. Red is first. And that's going to be interesting. Where your man Sam come? Can he come back through and win this race? He's already catching up to the back of Joe Black down the back of the field. Well, this is going to be an incredible motor race, Len. 13 out of 42, 29 to go, and man Sam, he has a missing, doesn't he?
That's very, very unfortunate. We're going to see a great battle unwind for the further coming of the race, and we thought it was ruined when Red spun out. Able to recover, catch back up, and obviously was determined to get by. And obviously he knew what to do in order to win. They tried to make contact a couple times, not sure for some purpose or not, but obviously Gavra's going to have to do something if they give the penalty out to Red. That'll obviously reward the person running in second. Dan, look how much that car's torn up. I'm not sure if you see it on my screen, but the rear end is just absolutely torn up to pieces.
Dan's rear end has been absolutely demolished there. I think that course might have been at the start. The rest of the cars are okay. Look at Madman Sam, meanwhile. He is already over the back of the 61-year-old. He's hit him. That's contact. So he's gonna be nice and actually continue on there. I think that was a miscommunication with the closing speed there. He's hit the back of Joe Black. I think it's going to be a little bit shaken after that one. He's going to try around the outside. He is spinning. He's going to spin.
He's going to try to switch. He loses the back end.
Yeah, loses the rear end. He's getting desperate here. He is probably, I don't blame him to be honest right now, do you? He is probably livid in that cockpit right now.
Wow. Very, very unfortunate. And he's trying to get back through the field. He was set up for a top 5, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, point still. So
set up for good.
Indeed.
Still could get a good result.
Yeah, set up for a good result either way. He's going to be up there. Well, that's turned this race on its head. It's controversy then in this race after a severe collision for your front two. It's meant this man here, Madman Sam, is right the way down the field, and we do expect perhaps penalties to be involved of this incident. Actually, as in the pit lane comes Joe Black, so that could be for it damage there from him, so that could be a bit of an interesting topic as well. I think that was a miscommunication with the closing speeds there. So of course these cars, well, he's on fresh tyres, he's on a lot more worn tyres. I expect perhaps a few stops to come in anyway.
Yeah, also Thunder came out of the pits. He's now in 10th position, but just if any of you wanted an update on that, that's who I also saw pitting. 28 laps remaining, obviously Red out in front. Do you think he'll get penalized?
I'm going to have to say this, and I'm going to have to go on what it looked like there, especially from Vector, who is such an established driver here. That definitely did look like he moved in the braking zone, because he did seem to squeeze him, because we were running on board with, of course, Madman Sam, which is the defining topic here. We were actually on board with him, so we get an actual perfect shot of what happened there compared to others. So he moved once and then moved twice, so he very, very aggressively defended, didn't he?
Yeah. 27 laps ago. That is very, very odd. It's unfortunate to see that. I keep saying that because they were putting on a great show for us. Other than that, what this race has left for us, I don't know. I mean, we probably will see battles with a couple other drivers, but obviously they're off the pace, trying to battle with other drivers that are off the pace. But again, when I say off the pace, I mean, you know, with the leader, the gap is huge. I mean, look where Red is. He's coming uphill he's about to enter the third sector, whereas Dan, he's about to exit the first into second sector, so he has literally a 1-sector lead, and it's pretty good for him. The fastest lap for Red was a 1:29.8, whereas second place of Dan has a 1:32.3.
Yeah, I want to say that, and then, don't turn your attention, look at Madman Sam. He is on a missing, a 1:31, up the inside of hijack screen. He is taking no prisoners today. 1:31.1, he's like 7 seconds a lap quicker. Wow, look at that. He is flying in that car. Look. So I've never seen the pace like this in my life. He is on a mission right now. How big of a gap is it to the leader? I don't know. Well, it really is. He's going to be he's catching up to Jezza already. So this is incredible pace. He's going already to the podium. That is him right there. That is Jezza. Now I think he's going to go up the inside here. I don't think Jezza can even do
No,
anything.
he's
He's
not.
going to the outside. There's nothing there. McLaren, lights ablaze. He is already up to 3rd place after having a humongous accident. That shows how quick this man is. A 99 in the first sector. He's miles quicker.
When he spun out, he knew what he had to do to get a podium in this race. He knew he took me out on purpose. He moved on to braking. He's probably going to get disqualified or penalized or something. So obviously his ideal was a top 4 to probably get a snag a podium from this race. So what he's trying to do is try and time every pass on every person as he comes up on a lap car there. He's trying to come back, get those positions back as he's now in 3rd place. He's not messing around. Drivers are feeling the wrath of him as he is picking up every position lap by lap as he's moved into 3rd with 26 laps remaining. It's his fastest lap, so 1:30.9.
Yep, exactly a second. So Red 15 has definitely responded that lap. Actually, he's improved his lap by some 3 seconds. So I think he probably just somehow has realised how quick he's gone and has definitely upped that pace rapidly here, because he's lost a heap of time actually, probably, hasn't he, compared to him. And we expect perhaps he's gonna try and do a 1-stop compared to this guy's 2-stop. But it's gonna be interesting now. And there is car to him. I want to say this, it's Daniel, who is quite a way up the road actually.
Yeah. That is shocking. Really shocking. I thought that Madman would have a lot of damage where he'd have to repair, go into the pits trying to repair it, but obviously they're able to go out with what they were planning on. There wasn't much damage to the car actually, but they're able to go back out on track with a competitive car, and they've shown it's competitive as they're now 3rd place after having pulled and getting spun out twice. But for the meantime...
Yep, oh my god, Solitius and Hijacker Sweden pretty close together. Comment coming in as well.
There's a group of 4 cars going to the S's,
Nico's
leading it up, lap car.
Oh my god,
no!
he's acted! He's rolled! That is drama! He is absolutely rolled! Surely that's got to be a disqualification for whoever hit them. Surely you cannot do that. SRC has absolutely done the worst thing you can do, and that, you have to say, is the biggest sin you can make.
We thought Red was the one that was going to get penalized or get heavily penalized after the race, and well, he's not alone. He's not alone on in that bin anymore. As 2nd flip I think I've seen today, maybe at 1st. I don't know. That's a 3rd major incident we've
in
seen.
the pit lane.
What a
so is
coincidence.
Hijacker Sweden. Those two are very lucky not to end up completely and utterly decimated from this race entirely. Who was it who actually got hit? We didn't catch it very well.
That's SRC who flipped him.
Yeah, no, yeah. Who did he flip? Did he flip Hijacker or did he hit Solitius?
I was on board with it was Hijacker who flipped. Barrel rolled actually.
He is
on board with them because
incredibly lucky then, isn't he? To manage to keep it there. He's now ahead of Solitius. That's how lucky he is.
Yeah,
actually,
and he's still in the top 6, which is hilarious. And Solitius is coming out of the track, and this is going to reward a lot of people like Joe Black, who has been clean this whole entire race, avoiding the incidents. Remember, he spun out in the 1st lap, involved in that, and now he's up to 6th place.
Yeah, it forgets he's just got past Jezza whilst we were looking at that one, but my god, this has turned into an all carnage race, and it forgets he's going to hit the wall. Does he hit it? Yes, he does. That is what she wrote, and is he going to get it back going? Yeah, he's got a big gap to the cars behind.
No, not onto the track! Oh!
Was that... Who was that he almost hit? Was that was the leader he almost took out?
And SRC almost got hit. That is... Yeah, was the leader. Little Karma almost did the trick as he runs up track. Red ran wide a little bit.
Yeah,
he's slowing his car. Red slowed his car down a little bit. I'm not sure if he's low on fuel or anything. I think he just checked up.
Yeah, penalty probably. Well, this is turning into an all carnage of a race here. And I have to say, a few people are going to have severe talks after this. If someone just got flipped, there's been carnage all around. This is turning into possibly more kinetic than the race in Formula C, I have to say. 23
what happened in Formula C?
Both the leaders retired with issues.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, off the track. ID hang back on, gets the pass.
He sold it!
He spins it and hits SRC.
Yeah, that's
which
SRC
is the person who flipped. I wouldn't say that. I think that would be Karma because SRC flipped ID, forgets his teammate, and well, 84 gets just hit SRC by spinning out. Little karma for you, but...
Yep, Solitis, I think, is getting a bit angry here at, I think... Oh, that's Daniel he's catching, I think. That is Daniel, so he is catching second place here. He's trying to overtake second place there, and he's flashing his lights thinking is a lap car. This is, very interesting. This is probably the worst situation you want to be in for a racing driver here, isn't it?
Yeah. Funny thing is, he thinks that dude's a lap car. It's actually, Solitis, it was actually the lap car.
Yeah, he's gonna...
As he runs wide...
yeah, leads two. Let's see, is he gonna just... I think he's just gonna be smart and just sit behind him here. I think that's why I let him through. He's not really gonna try and battle him too much here. No point. Well, man, Sam, what's he up to? Well, we can say he is flying.
Slowing was Jezza on the straight. I thought something happened, but obviously probably went off track.
Yeah, he's been overtaken by Forget again. That is, I believe, his lap. SLC just up the road from police too. Yes, I think it is. It is up the road he is. Let's see, is he going to get out way out the way this time? Or is he going to end up in more contact? Oh, what is he doing here? He is pulling across all over the place. He is getting himself in all kinds of problems here. Surely he's going to...
Very surprised.
He's got to move out of the way. Yeah, it finally does.
Oh, not that way. He hits the wall.
Yep, Jezza was in the pit lane, so luckily no one else is going to end up piling into the back of them, so that is lucky low, but this is turning into controversy and carnage in this race, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really surprised. I mean, I would say, Sonoma, hang on to your hats. We're not done with this race yet. 22 laps to go, and the best is yet to come. As I say that, I'd say the racing, there's still a lot more to come, and obviously the flips hopefully not happen anymore, but we've seen an interesting race so far today. That was something. That was something for sure.
Indeed, I'm really interested to see where Red's going to come out of all this. I believe Matt Sam's going to have to make another pit stop, you'd expect, but he is. We quote this lightly, flying right now. 131 to a 136 of the leader here. He is going to be on these two backs when they make their pit stop or something. I think he might actually overtake some of them, actually. I haven't read pit, so I think Matt Sam's in a shot of overtaking him, you know.
Yep,
and he is in the pit.
Yeah.
So I'm calling it bang on it. Now I don't know how far back he is. He's not too far back. What's the gap to the car behind? 33 seconds. It's going to be close. It's 7 seconds.
It's going to be down the wire here.
Yeah, Daniel's catching. So I have to say this is going to turn into the controversial race here. And if you're just joining, just post in what your opinion of that flip was there we saw earlier, and what's your opinion as well on the old Red and good old Madman Sam. People saying that it was Madman's fault. He went for a gap that wasn't there. Well, yeah, that's interesting. I think this is going to be interesting here. If he's not leaving his pit stop, he's going to come out ahead.
Yeah, Daniel's going to get the lead.
Daniel's in the lead. Oh, he's leaving now. He's leaving now. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? They're going to come out side by side, aren't they? He's going to just come out
Daniel
ahead.
Already crossed the line.
Yeah, Madman Sam's just going to jump ahead, is he not? Yes, he does just jump ahead of Red.
I would not be surprised if Madman holds up Red. I'm just saying, he may do it if he felt he was in the wrong doing, but he may do it. That's what I'm thinking.
I do think there's going to be a bit more of a story into this one. Well, Daniel leads this race and he is yet to make a stop. Madman Sam second. Red is third position. Fourth is his Forget. Fifth is Joe Black. Sweden is in sixth. Solitia 7th, Jezza 8th, Thunderhead 9th, SRC 10th place after causing controversy in this race. Someone just spun at that corner just ahead of me. I think that might have been Joe Black. The answer was it was, I believe. Was that someone else? I don't know. Well, this is
I think it was Thunder, I'm not sure. I don't know.
It might have been Thunderhead. Where is he on the track?
Yeah.
No, it's definitely Joe Black who went off. Yeah, it was Joe Black who I think spun them because it was just around SLC and now SLC is there.
Oh, now he's in fifth. Spinning SRC.
SLC almost takes another driver of him today. He is having a bit of a mission today of taking our drivers out. Oh, how many people is he hit now? 5?
3, 4, 5, yeah.
3, 4,
3, 4, 5, same thing.
3, 4, 5, same thing. Well, Madman Sam is catching Daniel here, and at the same time, so is Red 15. This is going to be spicy, I think, between these two. I don't think these two have got at all respect anymore after that one, do you?
No, of course not. I would be furious.
Now, we don't want to say this, but is Madman Sam going to be better, a lot more aggressive now to Red 15? Well, will be interesting to find out what's going to happen in a few moments' time. Put in the comments what you're thinking. Are they going to end up in a wall, or are they going to end up somewhere else? I think they might end up in a wall, you know.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. Obviously, if these drivers have balls to pass each other with 35 laps to go, making daunting blocks and passes, I would obviously say they're gonna have the same size with 15 or 20 laps to go. So obviously, this race is just gonna get even better, in my opinion.
Yeah, and here is Madman
now
Sam.
it's like Madman.
Yeah,
Madman just chasing down Daniel.
He's right over the back of him here, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm not even sure. Maybe Daniel. I'm not sure if Daniel's planning on staying out for a couple extra laps just to hold up Madman. I'm not sure if he wants to do that or not, but obviously.
Well, not if he does that, however, is he? Not if he does that, he won't be keeping ahead of him anymore. But I think Madman's going to go up the inside here. Well, this is the same situation that happened before. Now, I believe he's going to... Oh, this is going to be awkward. He's going to have to back out there every time he's slowing down.
Holding the middle lane, had nowhere to go.
Yep, now...
Right now, if I were Daniel defend the inside in the hairpin,
he's going to go up the inside.
The logical thing to do.
He's in the pits. Actually, he pits. So, Ray decides not going in. Nico saying boring race, Cliss. I might put your time out for that, Sin. Well, this is turning into an absolute classic race here, isn't it, for your front two? Different strategies. We don't know if Madman Sam's going to try and stay out to the end of this race. He might do.
What a comeback it would be, getting taken out and still winning it through a one-stop and pitting very, very early.
Yep, looking through the field, seeing there's only other battles going on. Funhead's going a bit slowly. I also see right down the back there, and he's actually been, I think, lapped now nearly by the entire field. I believe he has, by everyone up to 7 has lapped him. Well, Hijack Sweden is catching Solitis, who's catching Joe Black, who is not, I think, might be catching it if he gets there. Well, it's going to be interesting up front. And here is Madman Sam. Is he going to try and overtake SLC, who is being an absolute nuisance here? Is he going to pull himself off the track? He's actually crashed himself into the wall.
He put himself in the wall.
Well, he is being absolutely ridiculous in this race. And I have to say, trying to stay impartial, but he is unfortunately causing an absolute nuisance himself. And I think license points may be taken away for the few incidents he's been caused. We all agree.
I could definitely see that.
Yeah, I'm definitely saying he has been really. What is he doing? He's parking on track in a dangerous location. What is he trying to achieve here? Is he trying to pull across the track? There we go. He pulls across the track finally. But it was parked in a really dangerous location there, right on the apex of the corner. Meanwhile, up front, these two are going to be right together. I think he's going a lot quicker actually. Is he going to set? Well, you see, the gap is 2 seconds. He's going to be with him next lap, I think. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's calmed down. Drivers aren't really near each other anymore, so obviously it's calmed down. But again, 18 laps to go. Anything can still happen here in the wine country of Sonoma.
Yeah, right down in the Californian area, isn't it?
Yeah.
A few 100 miles probably away from Los Angeles. Probably near Texas more, to be honest, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Las Vegas.
You said Texas, right?
Yeah, near Las Vegas. I mean, not Texas. Yeah. Near Las Vegas, which in a game of mine is in.
It's still closer to LA. Actually, would it? Yeah, it's closer to Las Vegas, but.
Well, here is the two leaders. They are catching. That I believe is SRC again. I think it probably isn't. I think it's Hijacker Sweden actually.
Madman was able to get the undercut, and now Red is gaining. This lap car is going to be a huge factor unless he decides to pit. Now he's going to be in the way a little bit.
Yeah, he kind of puts himself. He's going to block him here. Yeah, that's clever.
Oh, he's going to.
That's a bit sneaky there. He'll be told off for that one. He gets
there's another.
That's another.
There's another one there.
Will be Joe Black, I believe. It's going to be it's Joe Black. He'll get out the way, I believe, into turn number 1. Is he going to go pull himself wide? He's going to stay there. He'll let him through on the thing. So that's quite sportsmanship. I'll let them both through, actually. Kind of hold Madman Sam up a little bit more than you would expect. And this is allowing him right over the back.
Now they're all over each other again. Now that Madman is with Red, maybe one of them. I feel like that they're gonna make contact this time again, after what happened last time they came together.
Indeed.
Oh, and he's gonna go to the inside.
He's having
he's gonna
a
try
look.
and swing back
These
through.
two are going to end up in an almighty accident.
Madman ran a little bit wide.
I think he's going to dive up the inside, you know. He's going to try. He's going to go to the outside. Here we go.
Dive up the
two
outside.
cars who had contact earlier on are going to have battle in the desert the second time over. Now, is this going to end in tears or tragedy? This is going to end in an absolute stunner of a race either way here up front. He's kind of slowing him down in the middle of the corner. I think that may have been a bit of a sneaky move there, slowing down in the middle there. And this is turning incredible here. Runs a bit wide, gets also a bit on the curbs. Now, is he going to try up the inside of things? He's brave. He's going to try to go to the outside.
No.
Cut back.
I think he's just going to stay there, get the curbing here, get a lot of momentum off the corner, be on the back of Madman.
Yeah, that
coming to 16 laps to go.
Yeah, the McLaren's
I feel like this
good.
lap he'll be able to pass him.
Yeah, the McLaren's good in a straight line, but in the corners he is dropping like a fly here. He's always got to do is just try and keep his car not just pointing in the same direction. Try and slow him down as much as you can. He's going to go to the outside. Almost touches again. They almost touch again here. And that is another car. I believe that might be... So Elitios catching up here. Is he going to go up the inside? I think he is. Diving. They make contact. They bang. They bang again. Down the hill they go for the umpteenth time here in the desert. Here for the Sonoma Grand Prix. He's having a look to the inside. He's done it again. The roof is the wall. He's done it. That's a big one. That's it. He's done it again. That, you have to say, is entirely his fault there. That is absolutely cannot do that. You cannot use your car as a weapon. I have to say, that looked like a definite try up the inside there, and that was desperately going to end in contact, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my predictions are usually correct, and that right there was correct. I knew they would come together again, and I didn't think it'd be there. I was thinking more where the passing usually happens, maybe the hairpin. But yeah, they made contact. Very, very unfortunate. But again, Red, he needs to be. What's the word for it? He needs to be more careful.
Yeah,
or unless
Red
he's gonna have points taken off.
Very dangerous. Dives up the inside of an AI car. Well, not an AI car, but a lap car. But this is an incredible race so far, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's still not over. To be quite frankly, it's still not over. And obviously Red is gaining back all the time he lost again, and he's going to try and do this all over again. And I'd keep all your eyes on focus on Red, unless if there's a battle going on the track.
Red's fault that time. Well, Madman Sam's made a mistake.
Sliding off the track, ninth place Thunder, slid off the track.
Well, these two are together again up the front. That's a lamp car, I believe. Who is that this time? It's that
spinning out SRC.
Yeah, I believe it is 6th place. It's Joe Black. That's going to cause an all carnage. He's going to have to be out of the way very quickly here. He's probably looking at these two going, what are they doing? He's going to get so well out of the way of these two. He's actually going to inadvertently help him, actually, Madman Sam here.
You got through.
Kind of helped him there. Didn't let him
They'll be all over again.
Yeah, this is going to end in tears again, isn't it? Let's see. Is at least Tom going to get past? These two have collided 2 times. Is it going to be the magic 3? Let's hope not. They don't end off this time, because if it does, well, I have to say this is going to end in carnage.
Yep.
These two are aggressive.
You know what they say? 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. 2 strikes already. Let's see if he can get the third one.
He's hit him again
for a third time.
He has just
not really collision.
Not pushing off the track there. Giving him a bit of a love bite. Trying to get him to move over. Almost hits the wall there. He is being far too aggressive. Someone needs to go and tell him to calm down here. He is surely trying to kill someone here if he's not careful. I've never seen this attitude in a motor race in my life.
Just 2 very, very competitive guys, same exact pace, coming together. It's happened with me before. It's happened with other drivers. I've seen it before, and it's unfortunate
at
the same time.
Spun.
Very low.
How did he keep that one?
I mean, he lost the back end, slipped the track, but obviously with the bank, he was able to save it. If the track was more flat or it had, you know, more grass, I would say, instead of dirt, I believe he would have ended up spending a little bit more. But obviously, he's still able to catch up with Madman. So obviously, expect these two to come together yet again. That's my prediction.
I think he's going to try and make... If he's going to try and make a move, he's going to
Don't try it. Don't try it.
He's going to try it. Backs out of it.
No, he won't. He backs off.
I thought for a second he was trying to make a move there, I thought. That was brave. He's trying to get a wiggle on. These two are going to end in tears again if they don't try this. They're coming to the same spot they first collided. Please, for the love of God, keep it together.
I don't think they'll keep it together. I honestly feel like as he's going to try and go around the outside, not going to work.
Almost
he's going to be on the back end of Madman.
This is going to be incredible.
Oh, they're going to almost touch again, and they do. He's going to go to the inside.
He's going to dive it. Backs out this time. He's gone off. He's in
the wall. He runs it wide. New leader. Red takes 14 laps to go, and he's going to try and defend this time.
Madman Sam's going to come back, I think. He's been forced to make a mistake. I think there was a bit of contact there into turn one.
No contact. Well, what happened was both of them tried late braking as now Madman's going to go to the inside.
He hits it. This is incredible.
Into the sand. Oh my goodness. I knew they would do it. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out, and Red falling back for the 4th time this time.
What are they doing in this motor race? This is incredible. They surely are both going to get serious penalties after this one. Now, I think that's a bit of revenge, don't you?
Cars. It's more like bumper cars right now, and obviously with Madman, he's trying to hold on. Remember, he made an early pit stop because he spun himself out in the tire barriers earlier, so now he's trying to hang on, and now, despite Red spinning out for a 4th time, he's going to gain rapidly because every time that Madman spins out, he's putting more and more wear on his tires, something on that he does not need.
Well, this is just turning incredible here. These two, I think, are going to get chucked out of this race, I think, aren't they, at this rate? The amount of contact they've made. This is, we do have to say, this is very rare to see two guys have this much carnage and contact in racing. This is incredible. He's already over the back. He's going to...
time.
Oh my God, he's in the wall!
He tried to take him out! No! That's terrible.
Did Red hit him? Did Red just hit him?
No, he lost the back end right in front of Red. I think he tried to swoop. I'm not exactly sure if he did that on purpose, but he got a terrible entry into the tire, what was it, the rumble strip. He's really suffering with his tires. That's going to be it for Madman. That's going to be it for the win. But...
Well, I think these two are both going to get chucked out of this race, in my opinion. They surely have to. This has just turned into an absolute carnage fest. By the way, if you're wondering who's in 3rd, it's Daniel. Ed forgets his 4th. Solo 5th. Hijacker's 6th. Jez is 7th. Joe is 8th. Thunderhead 9th. And SLC is controversially 10th. And hopefully probably will remain... Well, he's going to remain 10th because he's 3 laps down now. But he's... Well, when we say controversially 10th, you mean he did flip someone earlier on in this race. But and it's taken about 4 people off the track. Well, not as much contact as these front two here. I believe may try and make another pit stop, I think.
Yeah. That is interesting. I knew they'd come together again. My predictions are always correct, and I hate jinxing it, but depending on a show, they did make contact again. Not the way I thought it would be, but again, I think he put so much wear on his tires, he was getting a lot of oversteer.
He got on the curb
turned in way
and
too early.
He got on the curb and
I think what he was trying to do, he knew he was going to spin out, so I think he tried to turn in early, put his right side tires on the curb, because obviously sometimes, you know, with certain curbs at this track, you can mount them with the right side of your car. You can mount them to the point where you can get more grip following through the corner. They were so worn that you were getting oversteer. So that's what he tried to do. He tried to do that, get more grip, and obviously Red gained all the time back. Remember that they spun out on the same lap that he spun out there, and he was able to gain back, and they almost made contact. It was so close, just inches apart from each other. But again, fantastic avoidance from Red. But with 11 laps to go, I'm not sure which one is going to get penalized.
Well, we'll have to say, I think these two are both going to get serious penalties. Perhaps a disqualification for the next race could be on order here for this behaviour. We do not in Gavra tend to encourage behaviour like this. The last time we've had things like this, it was a long time.
And the funny thing is, Madman is exiting the S's while Daniel is entering the hairpin, so they're quite close to each other. It's 11 laps to go with fresh new tires compared to a dented up old car. I would honestly say that Madman has the advantage, but knowing how aggressive he is, I'm not exactly sure if he can pull off second position. We'll see.
Well, we'll find out at the end of this race. Well, this is just turning into the most kinetic race I've ever seen in my life so far. I think this is rather 11 out of 10 for this race, don't you, so far?
Yeah, 11 out of 10 for sure. This was, again, I haven't done too many Gavra races, but obviously by far this has provided a lot of great racing and a lot of controversy. But obviously, Sonoma sometimes is boring, but other times is something of another world.
Indeed, we'll have to go and get this stream back and just get the contact bits and just mass them into its own little video after this one, because that is just incredible.
Yeah.
We love to think of your ideas of what's going to happen after this one with all this, and we do believe penalties will surely have to happen. As Nico's basically just in love with everyone right now, I think.
So, gaining quickly, Madman on Daniel. Fastest laps are more than a second apart. That doesn't really matter, but obviously it shows how much pace they have. It's the gap between them. I'm trying to see because my game is crap. It's around a second or two. Yeah, it says the gap is 8/10.
Oh man, someone's
I
got
don't believe it's 8/10. I honestly don't believe it's 8/10.
Oh no, that's that
Daniel
lap
and
time was
Madman.
8/10. That's going to suddenly jump up to some stupid in a second. That will jump up to like 6/10. So he's
there we go. Fastest lap.
Yeah.
For Madman, for the one he's done so far. So he is flying with clean air in front of him. And little warning to Daniel, just make sure you can hang out for the last 10 laps. You can see him right in front of him. You can see that white and red dot on his windshield as he's closing in ever so slightly every lap. I think he'll get by him easily, but we'll see if he can hang on. This might be the final testament of this show, or of this race. I was about to say show, because shows are entertaining. And
this is surely a showstopper, isn't it?
Yeah, this race has put on some sort of entertainment from another world. So obviously, I mean, Gavra obviously doesn't promote this, but at the same time, it gives us the laugh and it gives us the show to commentate. So that's good, as there's a battle for fourth brewing up between ID4 Gits and Salida.
Yeah, so
they're
just
just
catching
half of a second apart.
Yeah, these two are going to go together. So this race has literally had only a few moments where we're wondering what is going on. I was thinking this is going to just be a nice little casual to sleepy race, but this 1 year anniversary for me is just turning into be one of the best races I've ever done in my life.
Same. I didn't expect that coming into Sonoma. I knew this track always provided something that stands out, and well, this race will be standing out for the two leaders coming together.
Reasons,
a car flipping, a car on the starting line sideways, almost getting hit by the leaders. There's too many things that this race will stand for, and obviously Gavra will not be proud of this race, but at the same time, it is something that will go down in the history books for sure.
Well, here goes Solitis, and he is right over the back. I think he's going to make a few moves.
No, he's going to have to be a little patient. Something we learned from this race, you have to be patient, or else something may happen.
Nico's saying, weren't there pauses in the front? There was a pause in there. There's a few pauses. I think there was one or two, but I don't know where they've gone. They seem to have disappeared. Most of them are in the other group, to be honest. In the Tuesday. But I think there was one or two.
Tried.
Not sure.
Backed off there.
Well, there's the answer. No, apparently. Yeah. So Elitis very close up there. Well, Madman Sam is right over the back of Daniel, by the way. So these two are going. Something's gonna. I think this is just gonna be brilliant. If Madman Sam can at least get a second, it's gonna get second place. This is gonna be the drive of the century for him, for what happened at the start. Never mind that the leader might be kicked out of this race or anything. This is just gonna be interesting here. I don't know who to switch between, so I'm gonna keep switching between the pair of them. I think Madman Sam's going to dive up the inside, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that close, actually. I think he'll end up in a wall here. Well, I think, let's look at Solitis. He's right up behind, if he gets, closing up all the time. Meanwhile, second place is closing up as well. So this is becoming an absolute brilliant 7 laps left. We don't know who to look at. I think it is Madman Sam is closer, actually, than the car behind. He was going wide at turn number 1. Now, we know Madman Sam's been so good in his first few corners, hasn't he? He is going to be right up the back.
Yeah. I feel like he'll be able to put on a pass in Sector 2. I don't think he'll be able to do it right here unless if he dives it in. No, he's going to be patient.
Yeah.
As they're about to enter sector number 2 any second now.
Yep, they have already entered T2 as we speak. It's literally corner before that. It's a little straight before that corner, before the corner before that one, which is the 4th corner on this track. Is that T1 sector time? Well, it forgets. It's always been hit. He's been his contact. Contact. It forgets. It's been hit by Solitius there. And there, ironically, is this RC just ahead of him. As that his dad is getting himself back out of the way there.
Thunder.
Yeah.
Thunder slow.
Yeah, Thunder was actually letting them through again, actually, I believe. And I think, is he going to let him back through here?
I would check with 2nd place right now. This is getting heated between Daniel and Madman. Found a little mistake, and this time he's going to be able to capitalize. We'll see if he can get through. He's going to have a better entry here.
The inside, I think. Is he going to get there? I think he's going to go covering. He is just pulling a bit of a line on him here.
Oh no, he runs wide.
Yeah, he's gone wide there.
Madman easily in a second.
Yeah.
But no, they'll be side by side, and Daniel will have the inside if he can able to hang it through. Yeah, this will be the big question.
Yeah, the V8, the V12, I think it's a V12 in that McLaren. Because it's the 12C, it's got 12 cylinders, so I assume it's a V12.
I thought it was a V12 in the Aston, but...
No, it's the V8 Vantage, this one. It's the GT one. They've got the V12 and the V8s in this race, and behind. So Solitius, I think, is now going to be ahead of It Forgets after some controversial circumstances of that one as well. Well, this is just turning into an absolute carnage of a race, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
I have to say, we thought this race was going to drag on forever, didn't we, when we started? Because we were a little while late. We're 20 past 20 past 10 here. It is 22:10 right now in the UK. 7 to go. I think we're going to be finished probably by 20 past. This is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I wasn't expecting something like this. I was expecting maybe 1 wreck, maybe 2 wrecks, maybe some good racing. That's about it. I didn't expect the whole field to go bonkers. They're driving like they're in the wet on dry tires. That's what they're driving like.
Yeah, they are chucking the cars around. This puts some other races to shame.
Yeah.
It shows what happens when you've got some drivers who are very fast and you've got drivers who are struggling in their own circumstances. As we look at Red 15 actually getting past, I think that was an SRC there, was it not? I think it was.
Yep.
Now, in closing here, this is the only time we can say this. We can actually take some brief breaths now.
I wouldn't do that yet. I really wouldn't. I feel like something will happen. But...
Well, I'm taking a few breaths right now anyway to catch my breath, because... Oh my god. Just breathe. Well, let's hope nothing happens to your leader now. Well, he's coming up to... I believe it's... Who is that? Is that... I think that might be it. That's 5th place. Yeah, it is. So he's up in 5th. He'll is he gonna go right up behind him? Almost gives him a bit of a love tap there, and ironically gets past in the same spot where he inadvertently killed Madman Sam.
Something that surprises me is that despite everything that has happened today, only 4 cars are on the lead lap. 4 cars. That is it.
Yeah, well, it's not as bad as what happens when Cass is dominating a race, where he laps every single car by about 3 laps. Not joking, I think that actually happened once as well.
Yeah, I think that actually happened last race we did on Tuesday. It was close to that. I think 3 people finished on the lead lap.
Yeah. Well, Madman Sam is pressing that car. He's going about a second a lap quicker than the car behind. Like, no chance to catch. The gap is 41 seconds unless mysteriously red blows up. Which I don't believe so with 5 laps to go.
It'd be a shame if someone shot out his tires. Oh, off the track. Jezza in 8th. Barely misses SRC. Apparently there was a spin. Couple cars trying to get back out on track. I saw SRC off the track. I also saw someone in the downhill section, but there's apparently a spin that we missed.
Yep. Well, this is turning into a fun little race today, isn't it?
Oh, yep, an SRC. I don't know what you're doing. He's going the wrong way. Turk, put your camera on him. He's going the wrong way.
He's going the wrong way. He's going the wrong way.
He's going the wrong way. What is he doing?
Oh my god,
no!
That's a disqualification. Get him out! Get him out now!
Oh.
Lads have just got like, get him out of this race now. Chuck him out. We do not, under no circumstances, suit driving like that. That is ridiculous.
No comment.
Wow, that was incredible. That's a ban from life from that one. What the bloody blazes was that? Indeed, WTF is SLC doing? He was trying to kill Madman Sam.
I think you're trying to hit Madman. He came inches close to Madman. Now I thought he was going to hit him.
Yeah, that's surely heaven saying race ban for that one. That you have to say it's
race ban. What about season ban?
Season ban. If he hit someone, then if he had hit Madman Sam, then that
he missed. He barely missed.
Yeah,
going backwards. All I saw was him spinning out, facing the wrong way in the drag strip. You know where you do
yeah, drag racing.
You're going
just
uphill.
Went straight into
the drag race at the end of it. He spun out facing the end of the drag strip, and then he just went straight. And I thought he was gonna try and turn around or something, but he just kept going straight.
Yeah, no, that was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. He definitely took a swerve, didn't he, at Madman Sam?
Yeah. Driver of the day? I don't know, because all of them took each other out.
Well, I'm giving the driver of the days to Daniel right now. He's on a podium, and I've been thought of that car. He was right down the back last time, and now he's up the front.
Yeah. Do you think the race could get any more crazier than that?
I don't think we can get any more cons in this race than I've seen that.
I don't think it can get crazier than that.
Cherry on the cake for a flip. I don't know how. Have you broken the 10 out of 10 meter by absolute driver of the day SRC? Actually. I think SRC deserves driver
SRC, driver of the day. Yes.
Yeah,
comment down below who you believe should be driver of the day.
I think I'm going to say Daniel's driver of the day here. He is driven his heart out this race. Third place. If he doesn't do that, however, he almost crashed off. Well, Madman Sam has come back from an amazing thing, but Daniel has driven his absolute heart out. I was just going to keep a look on SRC, make sure he doesn't try and kill anyone. Where's the nearest car to him? Miles away. Well, behind him. Who is that behind him on the track? It is, I think, Joe Black. So, well, this has turned to be the most incredible race I've ever seen in my life, isn't it?
Well, don't ask me. It's your favorite race.
This is my favourite race. I've never seen a race so anything better than this ever. So Elitius getting out the way of the leader there. Very nicely does there. If he gets 5th place, he's doing a good place there. He's well, unlike SRC, it hasn't forgotten how to drive in a straight line. I think Nico might be in love with Suzuki here in the chat here. But I think a bit of interesting things going on in the chat there from Mr. Nico. Flirtatious as always. I'm surprised how SLC hasn't got himself disqualified from driving the wrong way. It should normally disqualify you for doing that, but I don't think.
Yeah. If you went head on with them, they probably would have done that.
Yeah, they would have definitely done that, and probably a bit more. Well, he, I have to say, is going to be gone after this race, but unfortunately I have to say for that one.
I don't think anything else can happen. I mean, I think you saw everything that Sonoma will provide. I think they provided everything.
Well, now it's just going to thunderstorm, thunder and lightning, just fog. It just turns to night time all of a sudden as the Earth explodes. Unless the Earth explodes.
I do see a battle for 5th heating up.
Oh, well,
yeah,
we still got
teammates. Yeah, we can have a battle at the end. Imagine if they take each other out.
No, Nico, you don't need to spell it for me. I know what you are. I know your story. Well,
he's gonna try and get by.
Yep, these two teammates are gonna go together. So this race isn't finished yet, is it? By no means. So before we had all the action here, we've still got flipping overtakes going on. We're on the last lap of the race.
Madman has a front row seat. He has the front row seat of this happening right in front of him.
Yeah, well,
we're on the final lap now.
Lets him through. This is going to be awkward, isn't it? Dive
Oh,
through.
Madman, no, what are you doing, Madman? At least let them battle.
Yeah. Oh, these are
no, that's
inadvertently
gonna
let
help.
him
Oh,
battle.
no, he goes through. They're
Oh,
side
he
by
spun.
side, and he floated.
Well,
Yeah,
inadvertently.
Madman, what are you doing? I think they can still battle each other. Oh! He hit the barrier! He hit the barrier on the last lap. ID4 hits the barrier right in front of his teammates. What a way to end the race. ID4 spins to 6. Hijacker, after getting flipped, will come home to finish 5th if he can hang on for one more lap. Now final sector for the final time for Red 15, as he got a penalty there. It doesn't really matter. Madman's in 2nd, but for the time being, it is Red 15 leading the way.
Red 15 then comes down to the last corner. Controversial or not, after contact with Madman Sam 4 times, 5 times over, maybe even more than that, we don't know. Red 15 controversially wins the USGP. He's happy about it. I don't think anyone else is. They'll be booing him out of the building after this one. He wins the most controversial race he'll ever do in his life.
Madman hanging on to 2nd, kind of scratching his head. What happened? Is this even a race? What were we doing? Was this a demolition derby? I don't know. There wasn't really much said in the driver debrief, the driver briefing before the race. Actually, hold on. It actually said Solo Solita was 2nd.
Madman Sam is because he's crossed the line anyway. Madman Sam will be 2nd because he's the 2nd guy to cross the line, but Madman's 2nd.
Okay.
Daniel will be 3rd. So Daniel, incredibly out of all of this, the V8. We wouldn't think a V8 would be this far, but the V8 Vantage finishes 3rd place. Fantastic finish for the man in his debut season.
Would not be surprised if the front 2 get disqualified, and so would SRC. I would not be surprised. I would not.
Yeah, well, I think 3 people might get out of this race.
I think like half the field would get disqualified or something.
Just everyone disqualified. Just
give Dan the win. Just give Dan the win.
No, just disqualify. I won the race. What we're talking about. Well, Solitis is going to finish 4th place, is he? I think he is, isn't he? Yeah. Hijack Sweden pitted, actually, didn't he?
Yeah, he came home to finish it.
Just explosions. My brain just melted. Well, this has turned out to be the most controversial race I've ever seen in my blooming well life. Red 15 is your winner today, Len. 2nd place is Madman Sam. Daniel is 3rd. Soetius is going to cross the line. He will be 4th position. Hijacker of Sweden will be in 5th. It Forgets is now in 6th position. Joe Black 7th. Jezza 8th. Thunderhead 9th. SRC 10th. And last place as well, controversially. Whew. Wow. 11 out of what, 400 out. I don't even. Many more than 10 out of 10.
100%. 110. I don't know. Best race I've seen. Not by the guy driving backwards, but it's something. A unique race, to say the least. Yeah,
well, driver of the day, definitely Daniel. He deserves this by an almighty margin here after what has happened today. Well, in closing, we'll see you next week. I believe we're coming to the final few rounds after this. I believe the next race is going to be, I believe it might be Rapuna Park, which is New Zealand. I believe that could be the next race. I'll have to figure that out, but I believe it is. Well, in closing, blooming hell, that was carnetic. I've never seen something like this in my life. People going backwards, contact, the leaders taking each other out, further down battling, just battling everywhere for a whole 42 laps. There is the finish line. There is the thing saying we've done. Thank you very much for joining, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye from America.